Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna Hare Hare
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radha
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Ram
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Chaitanya,
Hare
Prabhu
Hare
Hare
Nityananda, Shri
Krishna
Advaita
Krishna Hare
Gadadhar,
Hare Hare
Shivasati
Hare
Hare
Gaura
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Bhakta.
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So, to prepare for Japa, some devotees will read verses or prayers about the holy name. Some will take a moment to reflect on the meaning of the mantra, and some will focus on their intentions for their Japa session. This is to place themselves in a positive, welcoming state in relation to the holy name. The main idea of the first affirmation is to get ourselves in the right state of mind for Japa. We prepare ourselves before chanting in order to ensure that we chant mindfully. Rather than thinking of the goal of Japa is to somehow or other just finish our prescribed number of rounds. We shift our consciousness into a different attitude. We view chanting as an exciting opportunity to connect with the Lord, something that we enthusiastically look forward. So that's the P we say preparation before we chant. So we read Sikshashtakam or some other prayers like that in the temple. So, but usually that thing is lost. So we have to remember that whatever prayer or whatever we want to get out of the holy name. And as he's saying here that don't worry about finishing your rounds. It is about how you chant the rounds. Okay. Yeah.
and also meditate on the meaning of the mantra. And Prabhupada says this, Hare Krishna mantra means Krishna, please engage me in your service. Mama Janmani Janmanishwari. I don't want anything else. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundari.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
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 Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Hare Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna Hare
Advaita
Hare Ram
Gadadhar
Hare
Shivasati
Ram
Guru
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram.
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare.
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram.
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna.
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram.
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna.
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare.
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram
Prabhu Nityananda, Shri
Krishna
Advaita
Krishna
Gadadhara,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Ram
Krishna
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Ram.
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna.
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare,
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Prabhu,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
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 Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
I
Hare
don't know, it
Krishna,
hurts.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare.
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare.
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Ram Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram.
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram.
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram.
Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna Krishna Hare
Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Ram
Advaita
Hare
Gadadhara
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram.
Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram. Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Right. So, second affirmation. I usually chant my prescribed number of rounds with focus and attention. Affirmations prepare us to enter a task with a positive and favorable attitude. Many people ask whether we can easily chant with focus and attention. Just by affirming, we will chant this way. While it may seem simplistic to believe that an affirmation can improve our japa, consider, for example, how believing we can't chant with focus and attention affects us. It creates a self fulfilling prophecy, and thus we find it difficult to focus. After all, why would we try to focus if we believe we can't? The problem is exacerbated when we continue to chant daily with a lack of attention and focus. We then expect our japa to be always more or less like this. Thus, the belief that we can't focus well becomes the cause of not focusing. And continuing to chant without focus strengthens the belief that we can't focus. It becomes a vicious cycle. So, just as a negative affirmation works against us, positive affirmation works for us by aligning our attitude with our goal of good japa. So, the positive frame of mind. I can do it. Like even in materially motivated seminars outside, they say you should believe that you can do it. If you think yourself, you tell your mind a negative thing. No, I can't do it. I can't surrender to Krishna. I can't chant Japa. Yesterday Japa was bad, so today also it will be bad. And so like that, if we say like that, then we are conditioning ourselves by negative things. So we should be in a positive mindset. Yeah.
Yeah. And we should have a desire to be chanting with focus and attention. It is all based on our desires. We have a strong desire. I want to do nice japa. And then we will work towards it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna Hare
Nityananda, Shri
Hare Ram, Hare
Advaita
Ram,
Gadadhar
Hare
Srivasadi
Hare,
Gaura
Krishna Krishna,
Bhakta
Krishna Krishna
Vrinda.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Hare
Advaita
Ram,
Gadadhar Shri
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Guna,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Nityananda Shri
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Sivasadi Gauravananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Ram 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna.
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare. Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya
Hare
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri
Hare
Gaur
Krishna,
Bhakta
Hare
Vrinda.
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
everyone. It's
Krishna
7:30.
Hare Krishna,
Read Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hope everybody had a nice Japa. So we read Srimad Bhagavatam. So nice to read Srimad Bhagavatam after Japa. Right? So, okay, so this is Canto 5, Chapter 18. Prayers to the Lord by residents of Jambudvipa. Okay. I think we read this. Okay. Vadanti Vishwam Kavaya Sma Nashwaram Pashyanti Chadhyatma Vido Vipaschitaha Tathapi Muyanti Tavaja Mayaya Suvismitam Krityam Ajam Natosmitam. Okay. O unborn one, learned Vedic scholars who are advanced in spiritual knowledge certainly know that this material world is perishable, as do other logicians and philosophers. In trance, they realize. Let me see if we read this. I think we read this verse. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I think. Okay, so the next prayer. Okay, so the next prayer, verse number 5. Vishwodbhavasthana nirodha karmate hiyakartur angikritam api apavritah yuktam na chitram tvai karya karane sarvatmani vyatirikte chavastutah. O Lord, although you are completely detached from the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material world and are not directly affected by these activities, they are all attributed to you. We do not wonder at this, for your inconceivable energies perfectly qualify you to be the cause of all causes. You are the active principle in everything, although you are separate from everything. Thus, we can realize that everything is happening because of your inconceivable energy. So, in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter, it is described how Krishna is kind of aloof. He says, everything rests in me, but I am not in them. Something like that. So, it means that material world depends on Krishna, but Krishna is aloof. The material world cannot exist without Krishna's supervision or Krishna's power to maintain it. But Krishna is kind of aloof. So the example is given that that the prison is part of the city, but the governor or the president does not directly. It is working under the jurisdiction of the government, but it is not directly involved. So Krishna is enjoying in the spiritual world with his devotees, and he has his other expansions who deal with this material world. So he's kind of aloof. Of course, we say that Krishna is in every atom, in everybody's heart. Yeah, so when somebody takes interest in Krishna, then Krishna may give attention to that person. Otherwise, according to karma of all the living entities, it's going on in autopilot. Everything is going on. Krishna is kind of aloof from this material because in this material world nobody is interested in Krishna. So Krishna is also giving them that chance to be independent. Okay, but he accompanies, right, as Shirodakshai Vishnu. He is accompanying everybody in the heart also. So you are completely detached from creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material world and are not directly affected by these activities. They are all attributed to you. So things are happening by under Krishna's supervision only. Maya Dakshina Prakriti Suyas, but he is kind of aloof. He has his agents to take care. We do not wonder at this, for your inconceivable energies perfectly qualify you to be the cause of all causes. You are the active principle in everything, although you are separate from everything. Thus we realize that everything is happening because of your inconceivable energy. Okay, so any comments on that? There is no purport. So let's read the next verse. Vedan yugante tamasa tiraskritan rasa taladyo ritranga vigraha pratyadade vai kavaya piyachate tasmai namaste vitate hitaya iti. At the end of the millennium, ignorance personified assumed the form of a demon, stole all the Vedas, and took them down to the planet of Rasatal. The Supreme Lord, however, in his form of Hayagriva, retrieved the Vedas and returned them to Lord Brahma when he begged for them. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord, whose determination never fails. So at the beginning of creation also we read, right, when Brahma, there is this, that time also Madhu and Kaitab, right, they came and they stole the Vedas. So at the end of the millennium, here it is described, they also stole the Vedas. And Supreme Lord gave it back to the back to Lord Brahma. Okay, so whatever Krishna determines, whatever Krishna desires, that happens. We desire and things may happen, may not happen. Mostly it doesn't happen because life does not go as we want, the way we want. So, but Krishna's determination never fails. So he's called, what can we call him? Whose determination never fails.
Achyuta.
Achyuta, yeah, one who never fails. Or one who never falls under the modes of material nature. One who never fails to
Protect
protect his
devotees.
devotees. So, okay, so that's why he's God and we are not God. Although Vedic knowledge is imperishable, within this material world it is sometimes manifest and sometimes not. Like Krishna said, by influence of time, this knowledge was lost in the Bhagavad Gita 4.2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo vidu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Yes, this knowledge was lost in due course of time. So I'm telling this knowledge. So it is sometimes manifest and sometimes not. When the people of this material world become too absorbed in ignorance, the Vedic knowledge disappears. Lord Hayagriva or Lord Matsya, however, always protect the Vedic knowledge. So as fish incarnation also, all the Vedas, and who was that? Satyavrat, King Satyavrat on that boat. Matsya Avatar was in the flood time, protected the Vedic knowledge, and in due course of time it's again distributed through the medium of Lord Brahma. Brahma is trustworthy representative of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, when he again asked for the treasure of Vedic knowledge, the Lord fulfilled his desire. So Lord comes time and again in the material world. Things collapse or things are lost, and the Lord again comes, Dharmasan Sthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, to establish again. Dharma means our relationship with the Lord. That's actual dharma. Jivere Swarupoi Krishna Nitya Das. To establish that we are, we have a loving relationship with God, we forget that. So Krishna comes again and again and sends his representatives. So, like Srila Prabhupada, and Brahma is the trustworthy. So we are in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya. So actually, any representative of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya is as good as Lord Brahma in that sense, because he is saying the same knowledge that Brahma received from the Lord. So he is speaking the same knowledge. So it is coming down in a disciplic succession. And we can learn. So, anything else? We can move on otherwise. So, towards the end of Kali Yuga, this knowledge will disappear because people don't. I mean, it is not practiced. The Vedic knowledge is not. Nobody refers to Vedic knowledge, and so it may be there in the form of scriptures in some library, but nobody is interested in it. Like we may have books on our shelf, right? But nobody is interested in reading it. So many books are there, but many people say they keep the book what as it is, Bhagavad Gita, right? As it is. So we are not interested in reading that. So we keep it as it is. So the Vedic knowledge may be there, but nobody interested in actually seeing what it is, right? So that will happen as Kali Yuga. Now also so many people are not interested in this event for book distribution. So many people not interested in reading this knowledge. So that's in Satya Yuga, more and more people are interested in this spiritual. Nowadays, more people are interested in Jada Vidya, how to make material at progress, right? They're more interested in getting all kinds of certification and degrees and things like that of material knowledge, PhD and so many things. But they're not interested in spiritual knowledge. So, and comparatively speaking, spiritual knowledge is more important than material knowledge. Okay. Prabhupada was talking to Dr. Banford in California. I think there is a conversation. And Prabhupada says there are so many books of knowledge, right? How the grass grows. You can write volumes of books on how the grass grows, how to make the grass look very nice and green, and so many. Somebody said that they did PhD on how to increase the longevity of a bubble. Something like that. Maybe PhD or some research is going on. How to increase the longevity of a bubble. Because in the tub, when you take bath with all the soap and all the bubbles are there. So there can be knowledge about so many things like that. About some animal you can study and you can write a book on that animal. So, or you can maybe relate it to the body also. So many books on medicine are there about different parts of the body and how different diseases and so many things. But it all comes in the category of Jada Vidya. Jada Vidya means this knowledge of matter. So Jada Vidya, Mayar Vaibhav. Right? What does Bhaktivinoda Thakur say? Jada Vidya, Mayar Vaibhav. Tumar Bhajane
Badha.
Badha. It creates an obstacle. Of course, in one sense, it is not bad because it gives some, but it makes us forget that who we are. We are not this body, we are not this matter, we are spirit, soul. And we become enamored by this. And scientists are coming out with so many different inventions, and we become enamored by this. And we forget that we have to die, we have to take another birth. We are in the cycle of birth. So there is a nice song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Vidyara Vilase. So it makes a Gadha. He says, I become a Gadha, donkey. This Maya Aprita Jnana, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Maya is taken away the real knowledge. And so instead we are, how does this song?
काला परम साहसे आमी তোমারা চরণ না ভজিনু কভু এখন শরণ তুমি পড়িতে পড়িতে ভরসা বারিলু জ্ঞানে গতি হবে মানি সে আশা বিফল সে জ্ঞান দুর্বল সে জ্ঞান অজ্ঞান জানি জড় বিদ্যা যত মায়ার বৈভব তোমারা ভজনে বাধা মহাজন মিয়া अनित्य संसारे जीव के करे गाधा সেই গাধা হয় সংসারের বোঝা বহিনু অনেক কালা পাদিকে এখন শক্তির ভাবে কিছু নাহি লাগে ভালো জীবন যাতনা হইল এখনা সে বিদ্যা বিদ্যা ভেল अविद्यार ज्वाला घटिल বিষমা সে বিদ্যা হইল শেল তোমার চরণ বিনা কিছু দানা সংসারে না আছে আরা ভক্তি বিনোদা জড় বিদ্যা ছাড়ি তুয়া পদ করে সারা
Okay, so we can read the translation.
With great enthusiasm, I spent my time in the pleasures of mundane learning and never worshipped your lotus feet. O Lord, now you are my only shelter. Reading on and on, my hopes grew and grew, for I considered the acquisition of material knowledge to be life's true goal. How fruitless those hopes turned out to be, for all my knowledge proved feeble. Now I know that all such erudition is actually pure ignorance. All the so-called knowledge of this world is born of the flickering potency of your illusory energy, Maya. It is an impediment to the execution of devotional service to you. Indulgence in mundane knowledge verily makes an ass of the eternal soul by encouraging his infatuation with this temporary world. Here is one person who has been turned into such an ass, who for so long has carried on his back the useless burden of material existence. Now in my old age, for want of the power to enjoy, I find that nothing at all pleases me. Life has now become agony, for my so-called erudite knowledge has proven itself to be worthless ignorance. Material knowledge has now become a pointed shaft and has pierced my heart with the intolerable burning pain of ignorance. O Lord, there is no treasure worth seeking in this world other than your lotus feet. Bhakti Vinod abandons all his mundane knowledge and makes your lotus feet the sum and substance of his life.
Okay, any comments? Okay, so anything to say in this nice song?
Yeah, we try to work hard and gain knowledge and all so that we can enjoy in this world. Ultimately, the purpose is we are infatuated by Maya and we want to enjoy this material world, so we become an ass, right? Even though the ass is kicked by male ass is kicked by the she ass, Prabhupada says still. Or the grass is available everywhere, but still it works very hard for the owner to get a little grass at the end of the day.
Yeah, and Prahlad Maharaj says, Naivo dvijay paradurataya vaitaranyas tvad virya gayan mahamrita magna chitta soche tato vimukha chetasa indriyartha maya sukhaya bharam udvahato vimudan. He says, Narsinghadev, for me there is no problem, but I am very much affected with lamentation for all these jivas like us, who for the purpose of illusory happiness, maya sukhaya, bharam, they have taken the big load, as here also. He says, Gada, we have become a Gada, who for so long has carried on his back the useless burden of material existence. So the desire to become happy in this material world, for that you have to take a huge burden on your shoulder, on your back, Maya Sukhaya Bharam. And all the foolish people like the are like the donkey, as you were saying. And the donkey always has a carrot in front, right? They say they put a stick with a carrot in front, but the stick is attached to the donkey. So as the donkey moves, the carrot also moves. But the donkey thinks, I'll get the carrot. I don't know, it's really true or not, but yeah. So the the carrot moves with like it's like a mirage. You can say mirage. So you chase after this illusory happiness, and the mirage moves forward and forward. You never reach the mirage. I mean, you never, because it's not there. So Prahlad Maharaj again, kutra shisha shruti shuka mriga trishni rupa vedam kalevaram ashesha rucha
Asheshruta
viroha
Viroha
nirvadyate
Nirvidyate Natu Janu Yad
yadapi
Apati Vidvan Kamanalam Madhulavisham Indurapai.
So it
Little
says,
drops of honey.
yeah. So that picture you had, right, with the man hanging on the branch, and for the little drops of honey, for little sense enjoyment, you have to work very, very hard. So this is as Govinda Das says, right? Shita tapa bata barishana edina jamini jagire bifal shevinu kripana durjana chapala shukhalama lagire. For some little happiness of sense gratification, I have chapala sukh, flickering. Here also he says flickering. This world is born of the flickering potency of your illusion. It's there and it's gone. And for that flickering situation, which can be, undone anytime, we are working so hard. Yeah, this is the picture. The man is hanging. And I explain this picture, what this means.
That we are surrounded by so many dangers. This elephant is like trying to pull the tree. So these are like major disasters that can happen, like accidents or health issues. Then this branch is being chewed by these white and black rats, which indicate day and night. So as day and night passes, we are getting closer to our death because this branch will break one day and he will fall down, and there are snakes in the well. There is also, he can hear the sound of a tiger nearby, and he's being bitten by these bees from this honeycomb. The bees are biting him. That these are the daily conflicts and struggles that we have within the family, at work. So these bees are biting him. But amidst of all these dangers, he's putting out his tongue and trying to lick the honey which is falling from the honeycomb. Even though Krishna's hand is there, he's ignoring that. Krishna is there to save him from this danger. He can come out of it, but still he's engrossed in his enjoyment from the little honey drops. That he is not seeing all the dangers that he's surrounded. He's not taking any means to come out of this.
The tiger is not there in this picture, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So he's getting some drops of honey, but he's also having to suffer bee bites. So it's like that. You want sense gratification, then you also get the bites of the so many problems, politics and this and that, and you have to deal with this. So depression and things like that. So yeah, you want enjoyment in this world, you have to go through suffering also. But because we are in Maya, we take this suffering as happiness. Right? We think like, yeah, this is like this hard work, hard struggle for existence is taken as like happiness. And because everybody is doing that, so we are in the rat race. So, but at the end of the race, you are still a rat. So everybody's in the rat race, right? competition, and trying to get ahead. So that's how. And many people become like, when they cannot come out ahead in the competition or something, they become depressed. This competition, and they hang themselves from the. Many students committed suicide like that, right? So because so much pressure on to succeed materially, right? From the peer pressure, parents and everybody. So in this kind of environment, there is no peace. So okay, so that's the verse. Next verse we'll read. So we have to work and do something to make a living, but not to forget the goal of life. So not to see the bigger picture for enhancing our, small thing. That's loss. So that's why they say at some age you just stop everything and you just dedicate in God's service. You're done now. Prabhupada says at what age? 50. At 50 you're done. You say I'm done now. Considering because now death is coming, now what am I going to do with all these things? So I just dedicate my life. So in everybody's life we should have a time like that. And sooner it comes, the better it is because our life is very short in Kali Yuga. 50 is considering if we live 100 years. That's like 50 years. But nobody lives 100 years now, mostly. So 80, then 40, like that. Okay, so of course, it's not any problem to work if you're working for Krishna. If you are giving the results of your work to Krishna, then there is no problem. Or using the results of your work to serve Krishna, then there is no karma. Yagna arthat karma nonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma konteya mukta sangha samaj. Okay, so the next verse. Prabhupada writes in one purport in the Bhagavad Gita that there are many members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness who work very hard in their factories, but they use everything they have, all the money they get, they use it in Krishna's service for propagation of Krishna consciousness movement like that. Then they're also sannyasis. This is anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karotiya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragni
Jnaniragna kriya.
na chakriya. That is a sannyasi, one who is not attached. Anashrita karma phalam. This is 6th chapter, first verse. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karotiya. Not attached to the fruits of one result. It's not say, it doesn't say you have to stop working. No, no, not like that. You have to not anashrita karma phalam, not taking shelter, karma phalam, for one's own enjoyment, but using it for Krishna's service. Karyam karma karotiya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. Not that person who lights no fire or performs any work. He is not a sannyasi. Okay, so that's what it is. So next verse. Shukdev Goswami continued, my dear king, Lord Nrsingadev resides in the tract of land known as Harivarsha. In the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I shall describe to you how Prahlad Maharaj caused the Lord to assume the form of Nrsingadev. 7th canto. He's saying in the future, he's in the 5th canto, so he says, 7th canto, I shall describe to you. Of course, I don't know whether when he was speaking, he's saying now it's the 7th canto or 6th canto, but Like they say, when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, he didn't say, now it's the end of second chapter, now I'll start the third chapter. I think the Acharyas have divided into all the 700 verses into different chapters. But when Krishna was speaking, so in the seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I shall describe to you how Prahlad Maharaj caused the Lord to assume the form of Nrsimhadev. Prahlad Maharaj, the topmost devotee of the Lord, is a reservoir of all the good qualities of great personalities. Sometimes they say that Prahlad Maharaj is the best, I think Madhvacharya says, of all the Mahajans, Prahlad Maharaj is the best. His character, Prabhupada quotes that somewhere. So whenever the topics of the spiritual discussion comes up, then what happens? Then the
Topics of Prahlad Maharaj are discussed.
topics of Prahlad Maharaj must surely be discussed.
Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would discuss Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj with Gadadhar Pandit.
Prabhupada spoke extensively on the seventh canto. So Prahlad Maharaj's prayers are so powerful, his teachings and everything, so powerful to make us actually realize our situation and become detached. His characters and activities have delivered all the fallen members of his demonic family. So all the children with him in the school were delivered by Lord Nrsimhadev is very dear to this exalted personality. Thus Prahlad Maharaj, along with his servants and all the denizens of Harivarsh, worshipped Lord Nrsimhadev by chanting the following mantra. These are the famous two shlokas we are going to read now. Jayadev Goswami's 10 prayers worshipping the incarnations of Lord Krishna contain his name in every stanza. For example, Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Meena Sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare and Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. The word Jagadish refers to the proprietor. So it is Keshav who has become. So Krishna is the source of all incarnations. So Krishna is Keshav. Keshav means one who has very,
Very beautiful hair.
and another meaning of Keshav is
Who killed the Keshi demon?
Keshidima. So yes, Keshav. So that Keshav who killed the Keshi demon, that's Krishna. He has become Vamana, he has become Meena, he has become Narahari. The word Jagdish refers to the proprietor of all the universes. His original form is the two-handed form of Lord Krishna, standing with a flute in his hands and engaged in tending the cows, as stated in Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha lakshavruteshu surabhira vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrashata sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Mahatma Guru speaking. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor, who is tending the cows, yielding all desires in abodes built with spiritual gems and surrounded by millions and millions of purpose trees. He is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. From this verse, we learn that Govinda or Krishna is the Adi Purush, the original person, which comes every stanza, Adi Purusham. The Lord has innumerable incarnations, exactly like the innumerable waves of flowing river, but the original form is Krishna or Keshav. Shukdev Goswami refers to Nrsimhadev because of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was put into great distress by his powerful father, the demon Hiranyakashipu. Apparently helpless before him, Prahlad Maharaj called on the Lord, who immediately assumed the gigantic form of Nrsingadev, half lion and half man. What is the name? Narasimha. Nara means, the other one is, what is the other name of Nrsingadev? Half man, half lion.
Narahari.
Narahari. Hari means lion also. So Nara is man, half lion, half man, to kill the gigantic demon. Although Krishna is the original person, one without a second, he assumes different forms just to satisfy his devotee or to execute a specific purpose. Therefore, Jayadev Goswami, here in this particular pastime, he assumed the form of Nrsingadev to keep all the boons of Brahma intact and still kill Hiranyakashipu. That's why he assumed this kind of form, half man, half lion. Therefore, Jayadev Goswami always repeats the name of Keshav, the original personality of Godhead, in his prayers describing the Lord's different incarnations for different purposes. So we can sing that thing later. Should we sing now or later? Maybe. The Jayadev Goswami's. Maybe later we can sing. Okay, so then 518.8. This is the, you should recite this mantra to Nrsingadev to become free from material desires. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsinhaya Namaste Jastejase Avirbhava Vajranakha Vajradanstra Karmashayan Randaya Tamograsa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shram. Okay. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Nrsingadev, the source of all power. O my Lord. So Nrsingadev is the lion. When he roars, then all the animals, they flee. Everybody was like afraid. So all the material desires will go away if you bring Lord Nrsingadev into our heart. By his roar and by his teeth and by his nails, he can remove all the contamination in our heart. Just like they do a surgery, like if you have a tumor, then you have to do a surgery and they will cut the tumor out of the body from that part. So similarly, we have a tumor in us, the tumor of lust, anger, greed, all these things. It's there. So you require some way to cut it, right? To destroy it. So that's nails of Nrsingadev. Nails and teeth. Oh, my Lord, who possesses nails and teeth just like thunderbolts. Kindly vanquish our demon-like desires. Material desires are like demons. For fruitive activity in this material world, to become karma shayan, karma asha. Asha means the hope. Asha means the hope of becoming happy in this material world. For that, we are doing so many activities. Demoniac desires to be happy by material activities. So we are doing so many things. Changing our job or this. Of course, for devotees also it is. But they are doing it, they know it's for Krishna. Otherwise, all these desires for everybody, something has to propel, right? Something has to impel all the activities in this world. And for most people, it is the mode of passion. The mode of passion impels one to act, to work for 40, 45 years, right? Mode of passion. Because you want to enjoy in this world. So if you want to enjoy, then you have to work very hard. So that you get some few years of retirement and then you can enjoy your life. So that is, and for our survival also, sometimes survival like that. Everybody has to, but sometimes people have enough, but they are still working because greed has no end, right? They are still working to better their situation so that, one can keep like more and more. and it gives little bit like happiness. Now I have so much, some security, sense of security, which is a false sense of security, but because people with billions of dollars also died prematurely. So, but there is some like, and when you have money, then you can go everywhere, right? You can go everywhere, you can enjoy life, you can travel, you can go on the cruise, spend your money on the cruise, and so many things like that. You can eat nice things, you can buy organic stuff, so many things. You can have a nice, comfortable house to live. So money is the honey, as Prahlad Maharaj says, because that is the one that everybody wants. So for that you have to build a career, right? So people are studying. So all the universities are full of students, 40,000 students, something like that. In OSU, 30,000 students. So everybody is working very hard, ultimately with the hope that I will enjoy after my after I get a job, then I'll get married, then I will enjoy. So ultimately, it's all enjoyment of the sex desire. Prabhupada says sometimes. Why they've created these big, big skyscrapers? It's all lust. So all this big, ultimately, sex desire is the culmination of all the enjoyment in this material world. And for that, you have to prepare yourself so that you get nice situation to enjoy sense gratification. In the heavenly planets everywhere. In the lowest pieces of life also too, everybody is bound by the desire. So if you become free from, that's why Prabhupada says one employer was saying, we'll employ this person if he's married, right? Because if he's married, then he has to, he's responsible, he has to maintain his family, he will have children, then he'll have to work very hard for the children, like children's education. So he'll be very responsible. So he will keep working, you know. If somebody is alone, then not he can live anywhere, he can eat anything. There is no. But now when you have children, all these things, so he will work very hard. So that's how all these things are there. Of course, the same thing can be done. You can raise your children in Krishna consciousness, then it's Grihastha life and Griha Medi life, right? So, but this is the bank. This is the impetus. Economic development, family life is the, like it is described that when you're alone, you don't need so many things. But when as soon as you unite, then ato griha kshetra suta apta vitter janasya muhayam maham. Now you need so many things, more things. I need this, I need that, like that. And then you have to work very hard. And then you have to enjoy also, right, with your family. You want to go on vacation. So, so that's how you have to go to Disneyland with your children, right? You have to give them some enjoyment, right? So games are there, basketball and so many things. So you have to. That's how it starts. So kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for fruitive activity in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in this material world. Okay. So when Nrsimhadev appears, then the devotee becomes very fearless. Oh, my Lord is there to protect me. He is especially the protector of the devotees, right? So Prahlad was, of course, he was not at all afraid before also, but Nrsimhadev came. Sometimes they said Lord comes to give protection to the devotees, yeah, to fulfill. The Lord personally comes so that the devotees feel, yeah, he personally came, he's really there. When we read the story of Prahlad, we can take inspiration. The Lord personally protected Prahlad. He came, So for Prahlad, of course, to kill Hiranyakashipu, we say he doesn't have to come personally, right? Because Hiranyakashipu can be destroyed by heart attack or so many things, which Krishna can do. But Lord likes to be known as the protector of his devotees. So Bhakta Vatsala. He takes great pleasure in giving protection to the devotees. So he comes and the devotees also feel, yes, my Lord is there to protect. That's the surrender, right? Rakshashi itidi Vishwash. The devotee has the faith that Krishna will protect me. Means our consciousness. Krishna will protect our consciousness. Body will go today or tomorrow. And like that, Krishna will protect me. So the more the one has that faith, the more one can surrender to the Lord. So Krishna will take care of me, Krishna will protect me. So that's the thing of surrender, right? Gopatritve means Krishna will maintain me, Krishna will protect me. Rakshasha ititi Vishwash. On that basis only, Prabhupada came on the Jaladuta and everything like that. So all the devotees of Prabhupada, they went to different places, like we were hearing yesterday about the Russian struggle, right? Russia and Soviet Union, how they were preaching and everything. So, because they had faith. Of course, they went through a lot also. But, okay. In Srimad Bhagavatam 4:20-39, Sanat Kumar speaks the following words to Maharaj Prithu. Yat Pad Pankaja Palasha Vilasa Bhaktya Karmashayam, same word, Karmashayam Kratitam Utkrathyanti Santaha Tadvanna Rikta Matayo Yatayo Piruddha Shroto Ganastamaranam Bhajavasudevam. Devotee is always engaged in the service of the toes of the Lord's lotus feet, can very easily become free from hard-knotted desires for fruitive activities. So always engaged. Devotee is always engaged in the service of the toes of Lord's lotus feet, can very easily become free from the hard-knotted desires for fruitive activities. So all these material desires for fruitive activities, we can become free from all these material desires if we remain engaged in the service of the Lord. Because this is very difficult to get rid of these material desires. The non-devotees, the jnanis and yogis cannot stop the waves of sense gratification. Desires of sense gratification, very difficult to stop. Yeah, it's very difficult to stop these desires because we are conditioned like that. Although they try to do so, yes, we try it, we know this, we should stop these desires for sense gratification, but we can't stop it because we are not fully engaged in the service of the toes of the Lord's lotus feet. So if we become fully engaged in the service of the Lord, then only we can stop. Therefore, you are advised to engage in devotional service of Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. This is Sanat Kumar speaking to Prithu Maharaj. Every living being within this material world has a strong desire to enjoy matter to its fullest satisfaction, in this body. And also the food, right? The food is also matter. So everybody is very desirous to enjoy matter. Of course, prasadam is Krishna only, but yeah. So we want to enjoy the different senses of our body in different ways, the tongue and all these things. So that everybody has that strong desire to enjoy matter to its fullest satisfaction. And one is never satisfied actually. He enjoys, but is never satisfied. He desires more and more. What is that verse? Never satisfied. Bhagavad Gita.
Avritam Jnana Jnanino Nityaverina Kamarupena Gaudaya Dushpurena Nalena Cha.
Yeah, it's like a fire that never. So life after life, we have enjoyed. Still our desires are going on and on, going on and on. And in this life also, it's going on and on. it doesn't even diminish with age, right? The desires are there. As we hear the story of Akbar and Birbal, how he said, okay, let's bring this beautiful person before this dying man, right? The sea. So right till the very fag end of life, these desires are there in the heart. And that gives you another body. So only the way is to get higher taste because we want some enjoyment. So it's higher taste. For this purpose, the conditioned soul must accept one body after another, and thus its strongly fixed fruitive desires continue. If only my life would have been like this, if only I married the right person, if only I get a nice job, if only I had done that, or all these if onlys after at the end of life will give you another body. Of course, if onlys for Krishnas are good. If only I had, you know, controlled my senses. If only I had, lived my life. If I chanted the holy name nicely, or if only I chanted the holy name, that's good. If only I did good sadhana, and if only I didn't waste my time, like that. So that's all good. There is if onlys for material things and if onlys for spiritual. One cannot stop the repetition of birth and death without being completely desireless. Prabhupada is saying one cannot stop the repetition without being desireless means without freedom from material desire. You cannot stop repetition of birth and death. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami describes pure bhakti, devotional service as follows. Anya pilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanu shilanam bhakti uttama. So if you do devotional service with material desires, you may end up in heavenly planets. Or, yeah, because Krishna fulfills all our desires. So one should render or material desires, then he gave a next life in family of devotees, again to progress after long practice of yoga. One should render transcendent loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit. So when we chant, I was thinking this morning, we are chanting for pleasure of Krishna. Right? We are not chanting for my happiness or Krishna likes it. That's the highest ultimately. I am doing because Krishna likes it. Srila Prabhupada wants it. So that's the ultimately. Whether I get happiness or not happiness, that's not the consideration. Because Krishna wants it, Krishna likes it. And then when Krishna is pleased, then we automatically become happy. So that's the mood in which the highest mood. And sometimes even for devotees who get ecstasy, they say, no, this is interfering in my giving happiness to Krishna. Who is that? Any example like that? Somebody who's saying, oh, these ecstatic symptoms are interfering with my service to Krishna.
Daruk.
Daruk.
He's fanning Krishna and he's crying, but he says, the tears stop because it's interfering.
He can't see properly. So he can't. So ultimately, the devotee is very exalted, right? Aslishyava padaratam pinashtuma madarsham. Oh, I am yours. So however you deal with me, you give me taste, you don't give me taste. It doesn't matter. But of course we can't live without taste. We can't be. So Krishna gives also. But yeah. So one should render transcendent loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. So of course, fruitive activities that I am going to get something in return for my service. So that's what Dasa Kori Vetan More Deho Premadhan. Oh, I am rendering service, but in return I am only asking one thing. Krishna, give me love for you. So, what is that first line?
प्रेमाधान विना व्यर्थ दरिद्र जीवन दास कोरी वेतन मोरे देह प्रेम धन.
Vetan means? Vetan means
salary.
salary. So, yeah, ultimately we want love for Krishna. That's why we are just doing whatever we are doing. So, we say, what is that? Krishna Prema.
Hmm?
The desired success, Krishna Prema. What is we say in the morning? What is that?
Hmm. Uh, every Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna
Krishna
Prem.
Prema. So, not Mukti is also not the goal. Krishna Prem is the goal. So, we can get Krishna Prem by hearing. So, we have not heard pastimes of Krishna. So, we will, of course, these are all, everything Bhagavatam is all, but we'll hear some. From the 10th canto, we should hear some pastimes, Krishna book. Of course, you all are reading. So, that is called pure devotional service. Unless one is completely freed from all material desires, which are caused by the dense darkness of ignorance, one cannot fully engage in devotional service of the Lord. Yeah. As long as you have material desires, you cannot engage fully in the service of the Lord. So, unless one is completely freed of all material desires, which are caused by the dense darkness of ignorance, one cannot fully engage in the devotional service of the Lord. So, Bhogeshwarya Prasakta Nam. Bhogeshwarya Prasakta
Taya prathachetasam vyavasatmika
Saitmika
buddhi
Buddhi Sattva.
samadhavana vidyate.
And as long as one is desiring material enjoyment, Bhoga and Aishwarya, opulence, then the resolute determination for devotional service does not take place. Vyasaitmika buddhi means one pointed, no other thing. Because material desires interfere with that, right? Now I have something else to do other than serving Krishna. There's something else I have to do to, so like that. So therefore we should always offer our prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev, who killed Hiranyakashipu, the personification of material desire. So everybody's heart there is a Hiranyakashipu. In everybody's heart. Hiranyakashipu means one who is
Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means bed. So greed and I think lust.
greed and lust. Nice. So that's there in our heart. So Narsingha they will kill this Hiranyakashipu in our heart. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means a soft cushion. Yeah.
Like we said, if the lust is not satisfied, it becomes anger. The lust is satisfied, becomes greed. Ultimately, the main thing is just lust.
Yeah. They say there are two brothers of lust, right? Greed and anger. Or greed is the cause of lust, because of lust, right? So anger is also because of lust. So materialistic persons always desire to make the body comfortable, and for this they require huge amounts of gold. Money means you have to buy nice, you want to buy the best bed and like sofa and all these things, you can to make the body comfortable. Then you require wealth. Thus Hiranyakashipu was the perfect representative of materialistic life. He was therefore the cause of great disturbance to the topmost devotee Prahlad Maharaj until Lord Nrsimhadev killed him. Any devotee. So material desires in our heart. Hiranyakashipu disturbs us. Right? So he was disturbing Prahlad. So the material desires disturb our devotion to the Lord. Prahlad represents the devotee who represents the devotion. And Hiranyakashipu was always disturbing Prahlad, trying to kill. So material desires kill the devotional spirit. That is why sense gratification and self realization go ill together. That the desires for sense gratification kills the desire for self realization. So, so that's why, because we are not completely free from sense gratificatory desire, so then varnashrama is there. Okay, you can satisfy in this way. Krishna says, Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. I am lust, which is not contrary to. So you satisfy your desires, and in that way slowly become free from that desire. So, okay, thus Hiranyakashipu was a perfect representative of materialistic life. He was therefore the cause of great disturbance to the topmost devotee Prahlad Maharaj until Lord Nrsingadev killed him. Any devotee aspiring to be free of material desire should offer these respectful prayers to Nrsingadev. As Prahlad Maharaj. So when we pray to Nrsingadev, we can offer this prayer and really go and really mean what this prayer is saying of Prahlad. Really mean that I want to really become free in my heart from all these material desires. So, but I cannot become free myself. So, Nrsingadev, I need your help. I want to become, the desire should be very intense. I want to become free from all material desires. But I cannot do it. I want to become, but I can't on my own. So I need you to do it. So Krishna reciprocates based on our desire, intensity of desire. So if we really have a desire, ultimately it is all about making our desire very concentrated. All this Bhagavatam we are reading it, so that we can make our desire very concentrated, to engage in Krishna's service like that. So intensify our desire. Okay, and then we can pray. Whatever we want, we have to intensify. Whatever we don't want, that also we have to intensify. So whatever we want is devotional service, that also, and whatever we don't want, that also should be very intense. Both have to be very intense. Then Krishna consciousness works very nicely. We can become Krishna conscious. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varja. If we just desires good things, but if we don't give up the bad things, right, which are not favorable for Krishna's service, that also we have to desire. Because if we simultaneously desire both, then we'll end up as a mixed devotee. So, if you want to become pure devotee, then you have to say, okay.
So, Prabhu, when we put our hand in the fire and then hand get burned, then that experience definitely help us to not to desire for the fire in future.
Yeah.
I was contemplating on your point, like intensely not those things that I don't want to desire. So sometimes experience is needed for some case.
Yeah. That's there also, and Maya is but so tricky that even though you get bad experience, sometimes you see, oh no, next time around it'll be nice, like that. So that also hope is there. Right? So, but yeah, it can be nice also, but yeah, that's what you are saying. Like Prabhupada says, like even if you give me millions of dollars, I will not go back to this kind of life again. So yeah, when you are completely exhausted, that also Prabhupada said that is the qualification to go back to Godhead. When you are completely detached, this material life has nothing to offer, nothing except birth, death, old age, disease, which I don't want. I don't want intensely. I don't want, and then you intensely desire Krishna also. Not just not wanting will not only help, but then you also desire Krishna. So both intense desires are there. Intensely desiring what you want and intensely not desiring, which is unfavorable. Then you can be very.
So Maya's job is to frustrate the human being, and unless we are not frustrated enough, we won't have that strong desire. So, even though we have burnt our finger, our finger is not burnt enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we don't want it again.
So if we fast forward time, what is going to happen? We are going to get old, even much older. Then disease will come. Then, so seeing the whole bigger picture and what we are in, and we are not always like in a comfortable situation like we are in now. We have gone through so many difficult situations as animals, as birds, and being eaten by other animals, and in the slaughterhouse. Every situation you can imagine that somebody is going through. We have been abused as a child, we have been into slavery, and so many things, everything, every situation, because we have had countless lifetimes in this material world. So every situation, every misery we have gone through, all kinds of diseases that we have gone through. Of course, we don't remember, that's a different thing. We've gone through cancer and all this. Right now, we may not have all these diseases, but in future, who knows? And then next life, who knows what will happen, right? So that way, if we think that I've gone through all the struggles, you see anybody struggling, you should think, oh, I've been through that struggle in some lifetime. Like somebody is in an accident or somebody is getting some disease, so I've been through that. Then you lose hope. And yeah. And if I don't surrender to Krishna, this is going to continue. All these kind of situations are going to continue if I don't surrender. So before you enjoy, you think, yeah, I want to enjoy. Okay. Am I ready to get cancer? Am I ready to get kidney failure? Am I ready to get into an accident? Okay. You want all this? Okay, then enjoy. Then you will say, no, no, I don't want to enjoy. No, I don't want all these diseases. So because you have desire to enjoy, then you get a material body. Yes, and in this material world, and then all full of danger at every step. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham. So you want to enjoy, then you should be prepared for all these things. So that will also kind of, kill the desire for enjoyment. I don't want all these things. So in that way, whatever works, right, we have to bring the mind to Krishna. Yena kena prakarena. Mana Krishna. Yena kena prakarena.
Niveshya.
Mana Krishna nivesha. So, yeah. So in that way, for you, for anybody, whatever works, to bring the mind to Krishna. This can be helpful. Okay, so it's 8:38. We'll read this verse tomorrow. We can hear in the Keshamar's class. Okay. Anything anybody like to say? Okay, so we pull this up. History. Art of transformation. We will hear this. What is that seminar by? Is this class is Jivan ki 10 Vastavikai? It's showing up here.
Yes, this is. If you go to Vraj Bihari Prabhu's page, then he has a playlist of his Jaipur Yatra, and one of the classes was this. So this is class 6. All his classes are nice.
Okay.
See, if you click on this Vraj Bihari Das.
Okay, then I will get all. But
Yeah. Yeah, you can finish this.
Okay, so we'll hear that lecture next. Okay, so let me